This man boasts an IQ of 170, a beautiful wife, and a high-paying job. Jack is a cryptographer for the CIA, but on this day, his life was turned upside down. As Jack clocked in for work as usual, he encountered an agent who claimed an encrypted file was unbreakable and asked Jack for help. With the help of his hacker friend, Jack successfully cracked the file. To his shock, it detailed a major tragedy, a mistaken bombing operation. What stunned him even more was the signature on the operation approval document. It belonged to his superior, Charlie, the head of the counterterrorism division. Jack suppressed the turmoil within him and clocked out of work. The next day, Jack arrived at the base as usual, only to find Charlie standing in his office. After exchanging polite pleasantries, Charlie escorted him to the director's office. Just as Jack feared, his unauthorized decryption had been discovered. The director delivered devastating news. His wife, who had been in London, had been kidnapped and tragically killed. Jack couldn't believe it. Charlie then turned on the television news. Jack saw footage of his wife being held captive. What was unbearable was that the perpetrators had vanished without a trace. The next day, Jack claimed his wife's belongings at the airport. Inside her suitcase, he discovered an exquisite gift box, a present she had prepared for him, a set of rare, discontinued code-breaking toys. After gathering his composure, Jack resolved to secretly investigate the truth. Using hacking skills, he accessed the surveillance system from the crime scene. He saw the criminals driving a van into the underground garage. A conflict erupted during the exchange, triggering the hotel's alarm system. The criminals fled to the conference hall and took hostages. His wife tried to save a little girl, but became the criminals' target instead. As the gang evacuated, they brutally murdered Jack's wife. Though the killers wore full disguises, Jack used surveillance angles and facial recognition technology to ultimately identify all perpetrators. But to Jack's surprise, when he presented his findings to Charlie, the latter remained uncharacteristically calm. The CIA had long possessed the killer's information, yet chose silence under national security pretexts. Only then did Jack realize he must take matters into his own hands. The next day, he concealed a microchip within the metal clip of his work badge, evading base security. He printed the documents authorizing the mistaken bombing operation. After degaussing them, he stormed into Charlie's office the following day, placing the incriminating evidence directly on the desk. This played his final card. If Charlie refused to cooperate, these documents would dominate every major news headline. Charlie asked what Jack's demands were.
I want to find and kill the people who murdered my wife.
Hearing Jack's request, colleagues couldn't help but scoff. This programmer's demand had actually led the CIA to train him as an agent. Facing Charlie's mockery, Jack stated he only wanted an opportunity. Soon Jack was sent to a training base, while the CIA launched an investigation into him, attempting to locate the original document. Ultimately, they found a CD. After decrypting it, they discovered it was empty. Little did they know this was the trap Jack had set for them, all to buy time for his espionage training. When Charlie issued the order to eliminate Jack, Jack had already vanished. He not only took the forged documents, but also effortlessly bypassed the CIA's biometric system. Charlie was baffled as to why Jack always managed to escape ahead of them. He finally discovered the folder Jack had left on the desk. From the metal clip, he retrieved a listening device.
Mr. Heller, bugging a CIA officer is treason.
Jack calmly removed his earpiece and set out on his path of vengeance.